This video is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Number 1, read the line.
You will behold the glory of my sacred wood.
That's not him.
Okay. Number 2, read the line.
You will behold the glory of my sacred wood.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Number 3.
You will behold the glory of my sacred wood.
That's him.
Every year, 1 in 5 gamers is accosted by an elf. We're tired of elves.
What's up, gamers? It's Cooper here at the Trion Worlds booth. We're here at Rift, Plains of Telara. Telara. Thank you, Nick. This is Nick. He's going to be telling me how to pronounce everything. So right now, behind us, we got one of the rifts going on. So this is a big hook for the game, is the rifts. So what do they do for us?
So what they do for gamers is they provide a dynamic content. Rifts happen all over Telara, but they can also happen. This is a tear right now, which means a rift will appear there soon. But I can force it open and ambush the elemental creatures that are building up strength there. And rifts provide a place of dynamic gameplay that is a social experience, because I'm always going to want more people to come on over and help me out. Or if I'm by myself, I know I'll be able to complete it up to a certain stage.
So why would we want to be opening the rifts? I mean, this is a rift to like another dimension or another world, right? Isn't that like letting these people in?
But it's building up energy, and if you let it go long enough, it's going to do something worse. So better to let it out now, deal with the problem while you're there, than to let it burst open when there's no adventurers there to take care of it.
So you're basically doing like a preemptive strike.
Exactly. Preemptive strike on Chernobyl.
I guess that's a pretty good time to do a preemptive strike.
So let's check out this rift here. This is what we call a tear, which means that the rift hasn't yet formed. And I will go up here with my Warlock Elementalist.
Speaking of, how many classes do we have?
There are 32 souls, which you can think of as subclasses.
Wow, that's...
And the rift, this is a death rift, and it has taken over the landscape. Now everything, you can see faces of the damned that you're walking on, evil Bargists that have been, that glow with the power of death. We can also get power-ups in here, like I should be able to summon a friendly ghost that will help tank for me. There's multiple stages to every rift. Now we're on stage 2. This is also something that I could completely, I could die, I could spawn and run back. I would be able to complete it.
So it's kind of like the idea of a public quest, because there's multiple stages out in the open world?
It's very much like a public quest, but unlike public quests, I'm not going to get halfway through and then realize there's no way to get to a reward. Solo, I can get to a point where I can be rewarded, or I can get to the bonus stages, and those are timed. Right now I have a time limit. Now I have to get everything down within 2 minutes or less. And that's why I'll be happy if more people just kind of pile on in. They see the rift going on, because you can see them from all the way across the zone.
They show up on your maps, right?
They'll show up on your maps, they'll show up, they'll start helping me, and then everyone benefits because we get to the bonus stages, where there's more loot, more contribution rewards, more things for crafting.
What do we have now? There's basically a civil war going on between 2 different factions, right?
There is a war going on between the Guardians and the Defiants. The Guardians have been resurrected by the gods from death. The world of Telara has been broken apart, and the gods brought back all of the most badass heroes that they could. The Defiants are those who said, we don't think the gods should get to choose, we should get to choose, and so they reverse engineered all the miracles into these amazing machines that brought their own people back. And they are competing again for this material called Source Stone, which is a elementally charged matter. The Guardians feel that it's sacred, the Defiants feel that it makes a wonderful power source for all their machines. And so they're coming into conflict over that. But both of them are also fighting the elemental dragons and their minions, who are also trying to devour the world.
It'd probably be a bad thing. Now, are the elemental dragons the cause of the rift, or is that something different?
Well, let's go back. Let's end this rift, and we can see that it goes away.
Now the tear's gone too.
The tear's gone too, but the land is still scarred for a while. If we were to wait here for a couple minutes, though, eventually the land would come back. But let's go look at. So this is Shadowlands, where the starting experience is, and we can see the state of the world. This is why there's rifts coming in, is because the dragons have managed to crack open the world, and it's pushing itself into the elemental planes. But the ward that had protected the world for so many years is still holding it together, barely.
So that's actually where we just were?
That's where we just were. We were right here. Right there.
That little speck. So how big is, I mean, we're now looking at where we just were and it's a speck. How big is the world? I mean, we're on a different planet right now, I guess?
We're in limbo. Think of this as the edge of the plane of death. All these are the souls that are traveling out who have died, and the Defiants are resurrecting them with their resurrection forges, based on the ancient Eth technologies that they have rediscovered.
Definitely sounds like a very lore-rich world.
We have rich lore. We also have exciting adventure. We should be able to have something for people who enjoy playing MMOs. We have solo content, group content, got crafting.
How big are the groups? And is there like bigger groups, like, you know, raid content as well?
There will be raid content. There's also dungeon content. There will be heroic content, so that all of our dungeons you'll go through as you level up have a level cap version, so that you can experience that you don't lose out on any of the dungeons.
What is the level cap?
50.
How long do we think it's going to take to like get that far to level 50?
Well, I am sure there's going to be someone that gets it done in a week.
Yeah, no matter what you say.
What we do, what roadblocks we put in, someone will figure that out. But it should be a fairly good investment for other people. Casual players should be able to hit it within, months, and then we'll have additional gameplay. The rifts have level cap gameplay as well, that you'll be able to search them out for stuff for your guild, for crafting.
Is there guild advancement?
There is guild advancement. There should be, as I said, we're making sure that we take the best of what MMOs have to offer, and we are adding in we're adding in this dynamic content, and we're adding in an amazing class system.
Yeah, I mean, it looks absolutely fantastic graphically and what you're describing, and the differences we're seeing with the public quest. And it is quest driven mostly, and there's obviously going to be some PvP since we have the two different factions. When can we expect, the open beta kind of scenario to kick in?
Open beta, I don't know the exact time. We will be launching in early 2011.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.
Okay.